Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Peaceful Oracle. This is your July reading for 2021. So the first things that I saw for you, I saw many different things actually. The first thing that I saw was this reminiscing of childhood memories and looking back at just these sweet moments that you had, or things that kind of brought this yeah. Okay. So there's a strong family dynamic this month for you, Gemini. So again, going back to my vision, there's this, you're going to be reminiscing a lot. You're going to be in contemplation, a lot in your mind, a lot in your, just this like kind of daydreaming energy. And I also saw you kind of going back and revisiting things that might have caused distress, disappointment, places where you felt like you were not heard as a kid. And I see you kind of going back to those memories and healing like each memory at a time. So, because you're wanting to kind of put some things to rest, or there may be some things that you just long forgot and you're not in, and now they're kind of coming back to you. So you're remembering things that you might have shut out a long time ago. And now they're kind of resurfacing, so you can see things from a different perspective and see it from, and be able to relate to the issues differently this time around. And I'm seeing that in those moments where you find these, where you were discovering these memories, it will help you, it will bring healing into your soul and your spirit. Like you'll finally be able to let things go. And I feel like that's something that that has been eluding you for a while. Like there's just these recurring patterns or recurring memories or emotions that you just couldn't seem to shake. Like they were just stuck. Like no matter what you did, even if you were able to do other things like heal other parts of you or other memories, there were a couple things that were just really, like you were not able to find your way out of that. I do see some really good career cards here. So some of your ideas, some of your, I feel like there's a business idea or a business pitch. I'm seeing you guys pitch something to, maybe I'm hearing investment. So there may be an investor, you're pitching an idea to an investor, and I feel like it will go well. I feel like that there's abundance there. There's also at the bottom of the deck, there's that Six of Wands and Page of Wands. So there's like there's a victory with a new creative idea. I'm seeing that some of you might be discovering like a new skill or a new talent that you have, something that you didn't know you were good at. And kind of being able to I'm seeing that some of you, there's this new path for you, and you're kind of being able to manifest abundance from this new path. So some of you might have changed careers or changed jobs. And multiple cards. Yeah, walking away. There is this walking away from some toxic situations, and I'm strongly feeling that it has something to do with family, in particular with parents, mom and dad, or like your guardians, like whoever was in charge of raising you, whoever was your dominant guardian when you were growing up. I feel like there's this strong healing focus around guardian or parental figures this month for you. And I'm feeling like they were maybe people who were quite controlling, people where you didn't really feel like you could really protect yourself from. And it's been a heavy burden that you've been carrying. A lot of responsibility around family or parents. I'm seeing very strongly parents, mom and dad, or whoever was your, in charge of raising you growing up. So, and, not all of us have mom and dad, right? But that influence, dominant adult influence in your life. Making choices. I am seeing there might be a move. There might be a move for some of you, moving locations. Or there could also be that some of you have some choices to make, that there could be, or there's a lot on your mind, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things going on in your life and relationships, at home, at work. And it could be kind of clouding your headspace a bit. And it could be blocking your ability to really move. Maybe you might have this feeling of feeling stuck. At the bottom of your deck, you have Justice. Another thing that I saw, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. Another thing that I was seeing in a vision was a clearing of your throat chakra. So there might be this, and Gemini, you guys are all about communication. So I feel like there's this uncovering of, you're going to go into this investigative mode this month. There's this detective work, like going back into the past and researching and looking something up, figuring something out. Like, why did this happen the way it did? And kind of bringing truth back into balance, like finding the truth behind something. And I'm going to clarify some of these cards with the Good Tarot, the different deck. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah, because you have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, crossing the Nine of Wands upside down. So I kind of feel like this is, feeling stuck in being able to make sense of a dynamic with a relationship with the parental figure. Maybe I'm feeling like they were maybe individuals that were quite controlling, quite unable to kind of listen to other people's opinions, just kind of needed things to be their way or the highway. So it's very difficult for you to vocalize what you wanted and what you needed because it was never heard. Like feeling really unheard. So I'm feeling like you're reflecting back on those memories where you felt that way. Because I feel like there might have been some, like you blocked it out and it's something that has, just kind of affected you, but on a subconscious level. And now you're kind of going into this place of, with the Hermit card, you're going into this place of healing some of those things. So you can move forward, because I feel like it's blocking you a bit. It's a lot on your mind. I'm really feeling like there's a lot on your mind. So you need to clear that headspace. There's this need to clear the headspace. Okay, let's clarify the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Nine of Wands upside down. Yeah, 10 of Air, 10 of Swords. Clearing that out, putting something to rest. I love this card for 10 of Swords because in the traditional deck, it's like a man lying down and there's like a bunch of swords in his back. So something being completely defeated by something, but also that feeling ending, because 10s are usually the ending of that phase. And I love this card's interpretation of it because it's like you're feeling light now. I feel like there's this major healing on a familial ancestral level. There's like this ancestral healing that's going to be happening for you, Gemini, which is really interesting. Patterns that have just kind of went from generation to generation, transgenerational trauma type stuff. And with the Hermit card, which I feel like, yeah. There's this acquiring of spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom. And I'm also seeing, Gemini, you going into your family and explaining things to them. Like you're kind of being the leader of healing your family because you're healing yourself. Like not going in and trying to fix your family, but through healing yourself and understanding yourself and understanding where your wounds came from and why they happened the way they did, kind of creates this ripple effect because you change as a person when we heal those, or we change as people when we heal those generational wounds, patterns that happen again and again and again in our families. And like we're the ones that say, okay, no more. I want to know why this is happening. And I just want it to end with me. So I kind of feel that energy coming in for you. And I see it opening your heart and opening up your mind. Like you're opening yourself up to this divine spiritual wisdom that's going to be pouring through you in July. And it's going to shed a light on so many things that have eluded you for so long. Like some things are just going to become so clear. Like, oh, well, no wonder that's why this has always been like this. And I feel like it will also be very clear as to where you can go from there too. Like the next steps will open up for you. Okay, I want to clarify. There we go. Queen of Air and Patience. Yeah, 2 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. Clarified by the Patience card and the Queen of Air. So again, we have the Queen of Swords here. I'm feeling like there also might have been, with the Queen of Air, I can't help but feel like these are, again, maybe there's a strong mother figure coming up for you, but also I feel like Spirit's asking you to kind of like this healing will take some time. And what I'm feeling is that I feel like maybe this might go off into a different issue for a different group of people with their family. But it may be that for some of you who had maybe a different career choice or a different line of work that they wanted to do in their life that your parents kind of disapproved of, or maybe a mother figure disapproved of. And it's kind of like you're giving yourself permission to do it anyways. You're giving yourself permission to put yourself out there. And you're going to bring in that success. You will. Because you're kind of putting this to the side. You're telling yourself, whether they approve of me or not, whether they agree with my choices or not, I'm going to do what resonates with me on a soul level. And that's going to bring in my abundance. And I think that with these 2 cards, I'm feeling like they will come around. They just need some time. It's like sometimes some people just take some time to kind of see things for what they really are. Like they have time to put their egos to the side or their conditioning to the side. And they'll eventually kind of like see it. So I'm hearing like from spirit, like don't get discouraged if the people in your life who are, you know, kind of naysayers or disempowering in a way, like they're wet, almost like, okay, I'm hearing wet blanket. Like you're excited about something and then they come in and kind of like put this negative spin on things and it kind of brings you down a bit. So I'm seeing like this breaking away from very, maybe like narcissistic parents or disapproving or just unavailable parents. This is strong parent energy to this reading. Okay. In your present emotion, I see the Empress card. So I'm seeing that regardless of whatever is going on around you, I am feeling like there is this detachment from all of it. Like you're seeing things from a different perspective. And I feel like that different perspective is giving you empowerment. I feel like in spite of all the things. Whoop, there we go. Wow. Oh my goodness. So there's 3 major arcana cards that are happening for you right now. You have the Empress, the Moon, and the Tower card. So yeah, kind of breaking down foundations that maybe like programming or teaching that is just was not built on accurate foundations. Like it wasn't real. Like whatever, if you learn some toxic thoughts or self-limiting beliefs, you're seeing now with this Hermit card and the King of Fire that, okay, I think what I was taught was actually wrong. I am worth something. I do matter. I am talented. I am smart. I am beautiful. Like choosing to not believe what people might have taught you because they came from like a very disempowered place. So I feel like I like this Tower card here. I do. I feel like this is a really good thing. And I feel like you're going to like this because the scales were not balanced. And this is rebalancing. This is happening. The Tower card is happening in your favor. And you're getting that key. You're going in and you're going to like find the answers to things. Like you're unlocking like this key, like this lock. Like Spirit's handing you here's the key you've been looking for. It's time now. It's time for you to know the truth. And I love that you have the Moon card because it's like there has been this mystery. There has been this unknowing, like this darkness, this second guessing. Like, I don't know why this is happening. I'm so confused. And I feel like that confusion is beginning to leave. A light is starting to be shown on the path that used to be so mysterious for you. And I feel like as that's happening, it's renewing this. It's making you feel empowered in yourself. It's you remembering who you are. It's you feeling hopeful about the future, renewing that hope and that faith in yourself. This is a very illuminating month. Okay, and then in your environmental sphere, you have the Ace of Swords, which is again, clarity, crystal clear clarity. Seeing things for what they really are, seeing the truth. It's a month of truth with a capital T. Clarifying card for Ace of Swords, please. Gemini. Okay. Relationships, 2 of water. Messenger of water. And 4 of earth. There's a strong energy of forgiveness here. there is like a peace offering. White flag. Waving white flags. Being able to forgive people for their imperfections, for where maybe they have wronged you, but they did it kind of innocently. And maybe this is not, so I'm not saying that if someone is hurting you or if they're toxic that you need to forgive them and just keep letting them abuse you. That is not what I'm saying. And please don't do that because it's really dangerous. I'm feeling more, I feel like I need to be more specific here. Okay. So with this, so for example, if you are in one of those situations, like with, let's say, your guardian, like with your mom or your dad or whoever, right? Like, and let's say they kind of, this is like in the past, like this is from when you were a child. And maybe there was some memory that, maybe they might have said something like a long time ago that really hurt your feelings when you were a kid and it really disempowered you. So there's kind of like this, as you're doing this inner work of going back and trying to figure out where things might have disempowered you, you're going to look back and see like, okay, how did my mom grow up? Like what would have caused her to might have say things like that to me when I was a kid? Like how did people treat her? And what was the conditioning that people have, like, what was her conditioning? Because sometimes, like, there's this reconciliation of letting things go because it's like, well, maybe she didn't know any better herself. Right? So there's like, can I forgive this now? Has enough time passed? Have I allowed myself to honor this experience enough in myself where I'm at a place where I can finally let it go and I can renew this relationship with my mother and no longer allow these wounds to affect our relationship or with my father or my guardian or whoever. Like with this heartfelt compassion, forgiveness, accepting people for who they are and understanding that maybe they just can't, that's the best they can do. And coming to a place where can I accept that? And if you can't, that's okay. That's totally okay. And it's like this, you're asking yourself these questions. Can I forgive? Can I not forgive? Am I ready? Am I not ready? And it's all okay. Whatever it is that you choose. Because only you know your path the best. Like I haven't felt that pain that you feel, so don't let me tell you what you're ready for and what you're not. That's up for you to decide. But that's the energy that I see you kind of stewing in or thinking about. Like that's the energy that you're marinating in right now. And those are the things that are coming to you, like memories resurfacing and you kind of working through it and asking yourself, can I let this one go? Have I held on to this one long enough? Am I ready? And sometimes we need to work with someone that can help us sort through those things. And that's okay too. There's no shame in that. But I am seeing that, there is something that we're ready to let go of because some things may feel like too heavy of a burden. Maybe something is just too heavy now to carry and it's just time. Maybe also not needing to try to control the story, control the narrative, and just let things be. I'm hearing rewriting your story. Because it's like you're ready for a different one now. This one has run its course. Yeah. Walking away from something, putting something down, walking away from something that's no longer serving you. And that's what you're wanting. And you want to feel that lightness. You want that ending. You're tired of carrying something for way too long. There's something coming to an end here, and I see you walking away from it. Something that you need to walk away from because it's not serving you. It's dead weight. And it's something that just needs to be cleared out. The Ace of Swords, it needs to be cleared out. And I have a strong energy of like family. There's a family dynamic here that needs to be looked at. Okay, clarifying card for Seven of Cups and Chariot. Oh, yeah. It's time. It's time. Making choices and making that decision. And I really see you using your voice this month because you really want to build yourself. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Earth. I see you kind of like there's this strong desire to move forward in your life. And you're just taking a look at what's blocking me from moving forward. Because you're really feeling it's time. It's just the appropriate time now to do this work. So I feel like July is going to be a month of that. Because I feel like in the coming months after that, you're gearing up for something else to come in, but you're clearing the way for it because you know that you can't move into this next phase without clearing this stuff out first. You can't have both. Because some things just don't resonate for that new place in your life. It's not going to work. It's just going to hinder you. It's going to slow you down. So before we get going, before we start moving in the direction that we want to move in, before this triskelion starts spinning, what's good, triskelion is sometimes could be seen as the symbol for forward movement. It reminds me of the chariot, like the wheel starts turning forward. So you want to propel ourselves forward. You want to build a life for yourself, a life that you love, something that's foundational, something that's strong, something you can depend on. But we first have to break down, because you do have the Tower card here, we have to break down foundations that were built on unstable ground, on woundedness, on trauma. We got to clear the ground first. And I feel like you're going to be clearing ground this month. And I feel like it's something that's you're going to actually want to do. I'm not seeing that it's something that is going to feel like a burden to you. I feel like you've been carrying the burden and you're like, I want to drop this burden. I want to break it down with the bulldozer. Take down the mirrors, the fakeness, the illusions. I want to see things for what they really are. I want to know the truth. So there's a strong calling for the truth. And that's, sorry. That's the Justice card here. The truth, what is real. Okay, let's pull out some guidance cards for you, Gemini. Okay. 4. Spontaneous, let love be your beacon, fresh approach, catch your breath. Okay, with the spontaneous card, I feel as though there might be someone that comes into your life in July that will help you with all of this that you're going through. And it might be someone that's kind of random, someone that you is not in your life, someone new. And someone that it's kind of like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're ready for this. So the right person will come into your life to help you navigate these waters. Because I'm hearing that you're going to need like that helping hand. You're going to need someone to help you carry this load, the 10 of wands. You're going to need someone to help you carry that and help you put it down. Because I'm feeling like, because I'm hearing like, why would I need help putting something down? I'm hearing that there might be an attachment to it, an attachment to the story, because that's all you've ever known. So it's like, without this, who am I? Now what is my story going to be? So there's going to be this helping hand. I'm also seeing that here could also be a connection between your higher self and your inner child. Like you going back into your past and rescuing your inner child. Healing the things and giving your inner child the things that it needed at that time in its life, at that time in your life. And again, with the love, let love be your beacon and the fresh approach. Again, I'm seeing this energy of forgiveness. The clearing the water, like wiping the slate clean, like choosing to not continue the cycles. Like enough. We don't need to repeat these cycles. It's going to end with me. Which is so courageous. Because a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to, I don't want to deal with this. But you're choosing to do that, which is so brave. I'm hearing you're a warrior of the light. And warriors of the light often have tasks like this. Of clearing that generational trauma. And then I'm also hearing to make sure you find time to take care of yourself, because there may be a lot of things that come up and some of it may be tiring or taxing. And so like just this healing process might be a bit tiring. So finding time to rest, finding time to enjoy yourself. And I'm not seeing that there's going to be too much, it's not going to be super active, but maybe like taking like a salt bath or reading a good book or watching a movie that has nothing to do with any of the stuff that you're working on. Just kind of getting your mind off of things. Okay, what is Gemini's challenge card for this month? Change. Yeah, things are changing. Things are changing. But for the better. I think that it's just going to be just different from what you've always known. Like you're not used to feeling energized in your day. You're not used to feeling it's like strange to you to not carry this heavy weight on your shoulders anymore. Like all of a sudden you'll feel lighter and you're like, what is this? I'm not used to this. Why do I feel okay? Why do I feel relaxed? Because maybe for you, there's always like that underlying anxiety, or there's this undertone of like not being able to fully be in your body, not being able to be fully with yourself. And I feel like now you're starting to come more and more connected with who you really are. And that those changes that are happening within you are also going to be reflecting outside of you where, people are responding to you differently. And that may create it's an adjustment period because it's just something so different from what you've always known. What can Gemini look forward to? What is Gemini's hope card in the month of July 2021? Thank you, Spirit. What is Gemini's hope card? What can Gemini look forward to in the month of July? Yep, illumination. So again, things coming to light, truth being revealed, courage. I'm feeling like you're strong this month. You're emotionally strong. I'm not seeing you crumbling or crippling. Like, it's not that. It's you're ready to face this head on. And flexibility. You're surrendering to the process. Okay. What is Gemini's animal totem? What is Gemini's animal totem for the month of July 2021? Flamingo, Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Yeah. So shifting again and it fell on the change card too. So you're in between worlds right now. You're shifting over from one paradigm to another. And you also have Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. You have Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. I really do feel like, again, when I said with the Tower card, that it's happening in your favor. And surrender. And I think I just said surrender for something. I can't remember which card it was, but there was that energy of just you're surrendering to that. Hi, Gemini. I'm so sorry. My audio, everything just kind of shut down because it overheated and I just had to wait for everything to cool off. And I have the fan on in my room. It just became very hot in here. So I'm sorry if you can hear the fan in the background. I try to keep that off so it doesn't interrupt the sound, but I'm just going to have to keep it on. But I did feel like as everything shut down and I put down the Moth Spirit Surrender Now card, I feel like maybe this is something that will take some time for you, Gemini. This may be something that just progresses slowly over time. And it's not that other things won't be happening for you in your life, but I feel like there's this initiation into this path of yours. And these two cards just fell out. And sometimes before I put these cards down, I just wanted to say one more thing that I felt as everything kind of shut down, that there may be this, you may need some time to kind of marinate in each thing that comes up. So it's okay that sometimes if things become too intense or overwhelming, that we need to take a break from it and we need to kind of shut everything down, have it cool off, and then we can return to it when we're ready. So have like this, just kind of like surrender to that process. And just know that it's happening for you so you can rebuild something stronger for yourself in the future. Okay, and the two cards that just fell out right now, and this deck is the relationship deck. So this is, could be a relationship with yourself or a relationship with a partner. But these are your two cards for the month of July. And again, I feel like there's this intimacy that you're regaining with yourself. And being able to see things from a higher perspective, being able to see things from a different perspective. Meeting yourself with where you are and being okay with that. Like accepting yourself, this is where I am in my life right now, and this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm going through, and I'm just going to I'm just going to be with myself in this process. And having that compassion for yourself and the people in your story. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Yeah, so this is being able to see yourself in a more honest light. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I feel like this is more of a message from spirit, feeling God's love, that unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness and acceptance. And yeah, I meant to say acceptance, but I think I already said that word. So yeah, this is a deepening in a relationship with yourself on a whole nother level. It's going to be spiritual. It's going to be very illuminating. I believe you did get that card? So many cards. Okay. Yeah, illuminating card here. Illumination. There's going to be a massive light shined on things that, you've wanted to know about for a very long time. So Spirit's giving you that key to this box that you've wanted to open up for as long as you can remember. Yeah, the mystery being revealed. Okay, Gemini, it's going to be an intense month. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be an intense month. Take it one day at a time. There may be moments where you need to take a break, take a rest, catch your breath. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Self-care is going to be really important for you this month. And it's going to move in, this new energy is going to move into you, and Spirit's just going to ask you to surrender to this rebirth. There's this rebirth that's emerging within you as you are healing and letting so much of your past go. So know that you're going through a rebirth right now. That's what's happening. And that's why things feel maybe so different. Okay. You're going to do great. And I think that this is going to be a beautiful month for you, Gemini. And I will see you in August. Bye.